Hello learners, let's start the today's session. In today's session, we will be doing a loop control instruction. Okay. So before doing the loop control instruction, I just want to visit the make more complex decision. So last day I have given you two programs, and none of them have responded with the code. I have given two homework programs and I'm solving the homeworks as well as none of them are responding well for the homeworks. I don't know what will be the uh, last day I have given homework and I have given two questions. But there is no response for just two questions. And even the day before last day also I have given two questions. None of them has responded on these two questions. I don't know what is the reason behind this, why people are not responding with the answers. People are responding only with the suggestions and all, but the people are not responding with any of the answers. So I request people start answering the questions so that it will be easier for us to handle the and it will motivate me to create the content like this. If you are not answering the question, it will be a demotivating thing for you. If you are answering the question and create a two-side communication, then it will be very much fine because I'm trying to give my best to explain you these concepts. Okay. So anyhow, let me solve one of the problem and then I will move to the next section. So I'm solving the second problem, not the first one. I'm solving the second problem. Okay, and I hope that in the coming week, people will solve the problem and it will motivate me to create content like this. Okay, so let me solve this problem. Here it is saying that we use a conditional operator to solve the following problems. Input a character from the keyboard and determine it is a small case or a capital case. And there is another problem out here. Input a year and that year is a leap year or not. Right? So this is what I have to solve by using conditional operator. And I hope you remember the conditional operator. The conditional operator is this. Conditional operator is this. So test expression, expression. Okay. And if this test expression is true, then statement 1 will be returned. Statement 1 will be returned. Otherwise, statement 2 will be returned. Otherwise, statement 2 will be returned. Statement 2 will be returned. Okay, and we can save this statement in our variable. In our variable. Okay, so this is the syntax. So let's start with this. Okay. Here I'm solving the problem number one. Right? It will determine input a character from the keyboard and determine it is a small case or a capital case. You can write down a single line commentary program to determine small case or capital case of an alphabet of a character of a character entered by the user. Character entered by user. Character C. Then we write on print F. Character. So I have to use the ternary operator or conditional operator to solve this problem. So I will write here if C is greater than equal to capital and C is less than equal to capital Z, then I will write here print F capital letter. Okay. And otherwise, I will say that I will print F. I will check another condition. If C is greater than equal to small a, and then if C is less than equal to small z, then I will print I will print small z. Otherwise, otherwise I will print not an alphabet, not an alphabet. So let's save this and we try to execute this. We can write this here, we save it, and we try to build it. There is no error. Let me execute this to enter a character. So I've entered here this capital letter. Okay. If I execute this once again, and if I enter here a small case letter. Okay. If I execute this once again, and I enter here at the rate, I will say that not an alphabet. This code is working. We copy this code to our nodes. Let me explain you this. Create a little bit of space in between statements, and let me explain you. If this condition is true, if this condition is true, then it will print this. But when this condition is false, then control will jump to this part. Right? It will test this condition. If this condition is true, it will print this, and if it is false, then it will print. Okay, so it will be like this. There will be a lag of videos due to my internet connection. I don't know why this connection is very slow. I don't know why the connection is going down. What is the reason behind it that I couldn't? That is the reason. Maybe I get connected. Yes, I got connected. So let me start explaining this once again. Say this condition, if this condition is true, then it will print the capital letter. And if this connection is false, then this statement will be executed. This will be executed. And when this condition is true, it will execute this, right? And when this is false, then it will execute this. Okay. So just try to understand this, the mechanism of the condition. If this condition is true, then it will execute this statement, right? If this condition is true, then it will execute this. If this condition is false, then it will be the control will jump to here. Then it will test this condition. If this is true, then it will execute this. Okay. And if this condition is false, then it will execute this one. Okay. So I hope this conditional operator is clear for you. Okay. So let me go to the looping. I will name the session as looping set. So look, the versatility of the computer lies in its ability to perform a set of instructions rapidly. This involves repeating some portions of the program, either a specified number of times or until a particular condition is satisfied. So this repetitive in operation is done through a loop control instruction. Right. So So there are few different kinds of loops are available. Okay. So one of the loop is while loop, right? So there were few uh, kind of loops are available, right? So we have in C language, in C language, we have three different kinds of loop. Number one is while loop, number two is for loop, and number three is do while. So these two are called entry control loop, and this is exit control. Okay. So first, let us look at while. Okay. So the statement within the while loop getting executed till the condition being tested remains true. Okay. When the condition becomes false, the control passes to the first statement that follows the body of the while. Okay. So let me show you the syntax of the while loop. Okay. The syntax of the while loop is very simple. Syntax is very simple. What you have to do, what you have to do here, you have to write while, and after writing the while, you have to write down test expression. If this test expression is true, if this test expression is true, it will keep executing the statement present inside the body of the while loop. Okay. And when this test expression is false, the control jumps out of the while loop. Okay. It will skip the body of the while loop. Right. So let me give you one example. Okay, very simple example. Or you can let me draw the flowchart first, so that I can explain you the concept of while loop. It is like this: start, initialize, initialize, then test, test. If it is true, follow this path, body of the loop. Okay, and maybe update statement, update statement, update statement, and after that, the control will comes back to test. Okay, and when this is false, when this is false, the control comes to stop. So this is the basic logic of while loop. Right? I hope this flowchart makes it more clear. Okay. So now you can read the thing, read the statement which I have written inside the while loop. The statement within the while loop would keep getting executed till the condition being tested remains true. When the condition becomes false, the control passes to the first statement that follows the body of the value. Okay, so let me give you one example. Okay, say for example, I want to print a multiplication table of any number up to 10 times, right? I want to print the multiplication table. The question is very simple. Question is print the multiplication table multiplication table of any integer value of any integer value up to 10 times. Okay. So that integer value is entered by the keyboard. Okay. The integer value, integer value, but again there is a disconnection. Okay, I got it reconnected. So what I have to do, print the multiplication table of any integer value up to 10 times. Okay, so the integer value is entered by the user, entered by the user. So let me write down this code first. We write down a command out here. Program input a number, input a number, and print it multiplication table, multiplication table up to 10 times. and multiplication table up to 10 times. So that number is n, and we need other variables like start, and we need a product also, that is p, and that's it. So print f, enter integer value. Okay. So here we know that we need to print it up to 10 times. So we write here scan f a percentage of b, comma, and percent of n, and then we put a semicolon. Now what we do here, we write it something like this. Uh, so you want to start. So start is equal to 1. And here we write down while, oh my god, while, uh, while start is less than equal to, this step is called initialization. Step is called initialization. And here we write down p is equal to n multiplied by start. Now we print the table also. We write here slash n percentage of b, then multiplication symbol, then we write percentage of d equal to, and then percentage b. Okay, and we write here comma. So first we write down start comma start comma, then we write down n, then we write down p. Okay. So first the value of start, then n, and then p. Okay. And after printing this, we will after printing this we will update the value of start. We write here start. We write here start is equal to start plus 1. So start will be updated to the next value. Okay. So let me save this and let me build this. Okay. So there is no error. Let me execute this. So enter any integer value. Say I want the table of 18. So now you can see that 18 1 are 18, 18 2 are 36, 18 3 are 54, 18 4 are 72, 18 5 are 90, 18 6 are 108, 18 7 are 126, 18 8 are 144, 18 9 are 162, 18 10 are 108. So let me explain you this code by taking the whole stuff in the notes. So I'm taking this code in the notes to help you. Okay. So what is happening here? So start is 1, right? Start is 1. And you can see that here the value of start is, one. Now you can see that 1 is less than equal to 10, right? Start is, condition is start is less than equal to 10. So this condition is, now the value of p is equal to the value of n. Say assume the value of n is 5. The value of n is 5. So now So now we can say that okay, this condition is true. So the value of n is 5. 5 into 1 is 5. So now this statement will be printed. Okay. So now you can see that the percentage d is there. For this percentage d, this is star, right? Then there is a star out here. Then for this percentage d, we have n. And for this percentage d, we have p. Okay. Got my point? For this percentage d, we have p. For this percentage d, we have n. And then for this percentage d, we have star. Okay. So it will print the value of star, which is 1, and then it will print the multiplication symbol. Okay, and then it will print the value of n, which is 5, and then it will print equal to symbol, and then it will print the value p, which is 5. So in this way it will print the first value. Now this statement will execute start equal to start plus 1. So the value of start will become 2. Now the control will go back to this state. Start is less than equal to 10. Okay. So now you can see that okay, the value of start is 2. So 2 is less than equal to 10. Condition is true. So you will write here true. Now control will come inside the body of the loop. P is equal to n into start. So the value of n is 5 and the value of start is 2. So 5 into 2 is 10. The value of p is 10. Now this statement will execute. Okay, slash n means it will go to the next line. Then percentage d, this percentage d belongs to start, which means 2, and then this asterisk is out there. Then percentage d belongs to n, we write here 5, and this percentage d belongs to this p, here we will get 10. Okay, so now again the value of start is equal to start plus 1 will execute. So the value of start will become 3. Okay, so now again from here the control will go back to test the condition. 3 is less than 10. Yes, it is less than 10. So it will come down here, correct? So p is equal to n into start. So the value of n is 5 and the start is 3. So it will become 15. Okay, so now printf. So slash n means change the line, and in the next line first is percentage d, which is start, which is 3, multiplication symbol, right? And then again percentage d means n, the 5, and equal to symbol, then p, the value of p is 15. So now you can see that it is printing the multiplication table in this way, right? So these statements are repeating and going on repeating. Okay, say for example now the value of start is 10, right? So 10 is less than equal to 10. 10 is less than equal to 10 is true. So now you come down here. So the value of p will become 5 into 10. 5 into 10. That is going to be 50. Okay. Now this print statement will execute. So first it will print 10. Okay. Then it will print multiplication symbol. Then 5. Then equal to. And then it will print 50. Now the value of start will become 11. So now you are here. 11 is less than equal to 10. Condition is false. So when this condition is false, the control will jump to return 0. Then our program will, our main function will return 0, and then our function will get end. Correct. So this is the concept of while. Okay. I hope everyone understood it. Today I'm facing some internet issues, but I hope it will be fine. Okay. So I hope this idea is clear to you people how I have explained it. And whenever you see this video, use your copy pencil or copy or pen and try to solve the problem the way I did it. Okay, and you can see the arrow diagrams here. So how I have tried to explain it. Okay, so when this condition is false, when this condition is false, then control will go back to return 0. And when when the last statement is executed, the control is going back, right? The control is going back. Okay. I hope this idea is going to be clear to you, and I'll show you one output also. And let me re-execute it once again so that we can enjoy with other numbers. Like I have a big problem with the table of 19. Now this program is giving me the table of 19 very easily. Okay, so I hope this looping concept is clear about the while. So here I have written more operators, right? So there are many operators available in C language. Say one of the most frequently used operators in loops is increment decrement operator. These operators are called increment decrement operators. These operators are called increment or decrement operators. Fine. So increment operator, increment this this operator, that is plus plus, increments the int value of the variable of the variable y. Okay. The decrement operator, this operator, this operator decrements the int value of the variable y. Okay. So, so this is the difference between increment and decrement operator. Fine. And there is another concept over here. Okay, these increment and decrement operators, they can be written in front of the variable or at the back of the variable. So I'm talking about okay, these increment and decrement operators, increment and decrement operators, and decrement operators can be written, can be written in two ways. That is in two ways. That is postfix and prefix. So what is postfix? Right? Postfix means if the increment or decrement operator plus plus or minus minus is applied after the variable, after the okay, it means it will use the current value. It will use the current value. It will use the current value of the variable in the expression, in the current expression, current expression. Okay. So it means it means that it will use the current value. It means that it will use the current value of the variable in the current expression and update the variable's value after the expression. Update the value of the variable of the variable after the expression. After the expression. Okay, so this is the story behind postfix operator. Okay, and it will be written something like this: I plus plus. Okay, so it will update the value of I by 1. It will be written like this: x plus plus. So this is the variable. This is the variable, and this is the operator. This is the increment operator. Increment operator, and it is written in the postfix form. Okay, so it can be written like this also: j minus minus or y minus minus. Okay, so this is decrement operator. This is decrement operator. Okay, and these two are variable. Okay, so it will update the variable later on, but here in this case, instead of writing this start is equal to start plus 1, I can write start plus plus, or I can write down plus plus start plus plus start. It will give me the same effect: plus plus start. It will give me the same effect because it is not used in the expression. Right? Right? Here, increment operator is not used in the expression. Increment operator is not used in the expression. So it will it will provide a replacement of start is equal to start plus one. Start plus one. Okay. So this is important here. This this is important. Okay. So if it is not used in the expression, it is just a replacement of this kind of a statement. So you don't have to type too much, right? You can save your time. Okay. So I hope this idea is clear. Okay. I hope this idea is clear. Let me talk about these operators. These operators are basically shorthand operators. These operators are called shorthand operators. For example, for example, if you have to write something like this: y is equal to y plus 5, you can write this as y plus equal to 5. Okay, so it will save the time. You don't have to write repeatedly y. Okay, so if you have some variable like start is equal to start plus 10. Alright. Then you can write something like this: star plus equal to 10. So this and this has the same meaning. Or you have something like more is equal to more multiplied by 20. Right? So you can write this in this way: more multiplied equal to. So both the statement has the same meaning. Right? So these are the shorthand operator which save some typing time. Okay, and it is quite useful also. Okay, so these are called shorthand operators in C language. Okay, and I know you know the use of plus, multiplication, division, minus, and the modulus symbol. Okay, so I hope this idea is clear to everyone. So what is left here? Nothing out there. So let me solve one more problems using loops. Okay, so today I am teaching you only while loop, and next day I will be teaching you the for loop. Tomorrow I will be teaching you the for loop. Okay, so let me solve a question here. All right. So the question is, say, there is a series out here. The series is like this: one, one, then one, two, four, one, two, four, 7, 11. Right? A series is like this, and what we have to do, it is going up to n terms, up to n. So what we have to do, we have to write a program to input number of terms and print the series, and print the series. Okay, so now you can see that the series is like this. So for example, if your number of terms is 7, then your output will be 1, 2, 4, 7, 11, right? 11, 16. Okay, so 1 plus 1 is 2, 2 plus 2 is 4, 4 plus 3 is 7, 7 plus 4 is 11, 11 plus 5 is 16, and 16 plus 6 is 22. Right? So these are 7 terms. These are the 7 terms. Okay. So here you can see that from here to here I am adding 1. Then from here to here I am adding 2. Then from here to here I am adding 3. Then from here to here I am adding 4. Then from here to here I am adding 5. Right? Then from here to here I am adding 6. Okay. This is what I am doing. Okay, to print the series or to create the series. So let us try to create the series. Okay. So let me write down the code. Let's build this code. Error is print f. Build this code. There's no errors. Now let's execute this code. Number of terms is 10. Now you can see that number of terms 1, 2, 4, 7, 11, 16, 22, 29, 37, 46. So 3, 36 plus 4, 10. So these are the 10 terms, right? You can give any number of terms, it will print the result. You can try with 100 also. It will execute. Now you can see that the results are were like this. So for example, I want to print only 10 terms in one line and next 10 terms in another line. Then what I have to do? So I will write it here. If if start if start modulus of if start modulus of 10 double equal to 0, then I will write here print f slash. I will write that. Let me save it. Let me build it and let's see the effect whether it is working properly or not. Where it is 10, okay, 3, 69, 10th value is here. Let me build it first, then we execute it. So now you can see that in every row we have 10 values. So 3, 4, 3, 6 plus 4, 10. 3 plus 3, 6 plus 4, 10. Now you can see that the values are not arranged properly as number of digits are different. What you can do here, you can write here something like, say for example, I have written here, say 5, say percentage 5D. I have written here percentage 5. 5D means it will create 5 spaces on the terminal window. What it will do before printing, it will create 5 spaces and then print the number in a right justified one. Okay, so let me show you what effect it is putting, what effect is there. So let me save this code, let me build this code, and let me execute this code. Let me write here 100. Now you can see that the information is properly arranged. So only the last information is not arranged properly because I have not given here percentage 5. So now this will also be arranged properly. So let me save it. Let me build it, execute it. 100. Now you can see that this part is also, last one is also properly arranged. Okay. So you can see that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 11, 16, 22, 29, 37, as it is increasing. So this is the code of this. Okay, so let me give you some homework question which you can try. Right? Question is question is write a program to input a number and count number of digits present. For example, if you input 647, your output will be number of digits. Okay. Then next question is write a program to input a number, input a number, and reverse the number and check that number is palindrome or not. Example, say your input is 275. The reverse is 572. Okay? The reverse is 572. And we can say that K it is not a palindrome number. It is not. It is not a palindrome number. Okay. So the palindrome number are the numbers. If you reverse the number, you will get the same number. Right. So this is example one. So we'll take example two. If you input 272, then the reverse is reverse is also 272. It is a palindrome number. Okay. So I hope you people solve these two problems. This question number one. Question number one. Question number. You solve these two problems. These two problems are very easy problem and very much fundamental problem in looping. Right? And you start solving problems and giving me more problems. Okay. Acha. Another student has asked me a question that sir, can you print hello world without using semicolon? Okay. Hello world, printing hello world, right? Without using semicolon. This is miscellaneous problem asked by a student. Printing hello world without semicolon. Okay, without semicolon. So let me show you how to do it. Printing hello world without semicolon. Let me get a file. if you write if if you write your print statement here, here if you write down hello world, hello world, okay? If you write down hello world here, you don't need you don't need the semicolon. You will see that there is no error. There is no error when I execute this code. This is the hello world. So I hope this is enjoyable. The reason behind is this: the print function. The print function will execute and it returns. Right. So we go to a browser. We go to a Chrome browser. Okay. And what I will do, let me shift the Chrome browser from my other screen to this place. I'm shifting it and let me show you. In the solution. Yes. Finally, learn the documentation. You will see that the printf function returns int. It returns integer value. Okay. So write the C strings pointed by the format to the standard output. Standard output is the terminal window. Standard output is the terminal window. It format includes format specifier. Okay. And the additional argument is this, resulting the string replacing the respective specifiers. Okay. So these are the parameters, and there are flag, width, precision, and other stuff is there. And let me talk about the return value. On success, the total number of characters is returned. That means, okay, on success, this this command will return. This printf command will return number of characters it has printed. So how many characters it has printed? This printed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. So it has returned 12. So that means that this if condition is true. Okay. So if you write something here, right, print f, this will also execute. Okay. So you write it here /n, right, hello world without semicolon, without semicolon. So that. So I hope you people have enjoyed this extra knowledge. Okay. So printf hello world, not world, hello world, WRL, hello world, without semicolon is done. So let me save this code and let me execute this, build this first and then execute this. Now you can see that it has returned non-zero value. So if any non-zero value is always true, it is executing this call. Okay. So I hope this extra knowledge is important. And one of the students has asked me, sir, how to do it. So I have done it. So printing hello world without a semicolon. And I have given you the idea of what print function return. Printf function, printf function printf function returns printf function return type is int, right? And when it successfully when it successfully fully sends the characters to stdout, it returns number of characters. But when it fails, right, if there is an writing error, right, it will return a negative error, right? If there is a writing error, if there is a writing error on stdout stdout, it returns negative value. It returns negative. I hope this idea is clear and you solve the problems. And I will give you some. I'll answer all the interesting questions. You can ask me interesting questions. Okay. I'm not the person who can communicate in a good way, but I'm trying to communicate and I'm trying to explain you the conception, right? And you try to write down programs, okay? And you can ask me the programming questions over here, right? Any program, any programming questions. Okay. So bye bye for today, and you do the programs, and it will motivate you to teach if you keep asking questions. Bye bye. Good night.